worship leaders should be spending more time looking into the faces of their people than in the planning center or into Ableton Live.
Podcast today, we are talking with Matt McCoy, President of CCLI and a founder, product innovator, and worship leader best known for creating Loop Community, now serves more than 100,000 churches globally. Over the past 2 decades, he has trained thousands of musicians. He is also the inventor of the Looptimus foot controller. Matt has served as president of worship tools and SundaySounds.com.
All of a sudden now all these churches just started sounding like the recording. And we can talk maybe a little bit later about whether that's a good or bad thing. Now I'm starting to see a major shift back to that is the future of the church. And we need to be pouring into people.
How would you recommend churches utilize tracks as a tool, but not become dependent on them to the point where we get lazy and we neglect the people on our team?
Nothing is more discouraging than that. And that happens at churches every single Sunday. Most of the time I find that it's actually just not intentional. And that is the problem, is that worship leaders show up with their, and that's also why a lot of rehearsals end up being like total disasters. Again, it's kind of going back to this idea, and I think it's really important to train your sound team on this. And that's how you get a cohesive mix.
How did your philosophy of worship influence the tech that you started to build?
One way to really up relationship and also like volunteer commitment and not burnout is to, when all of that stuff starts happening, the focus starts to be around that on a Sunday morning. Our goal is to make all of our products like very simple so that you don't have to think about it. And this is the philosophy so that you can focus on it. Is majorly overkill for what a church and a worship team needs. Like, are you spending more time looking at Ableton Live than you are looking into like the face of your bass player?
If a church has not implemented tracks in any capacity, what would you recommend as a first step?
So where I would start is, that's the #1 thing you can do, by the way, to raise the quality of your band.